Photon. Okay. I think that did the thing. I know it's like that. My sister and I are of a personality. We're very interesting when we get together. But you know those like winter hats that have the little like big puffy pom-pom on the top?
Mhm.
My sister and I were delighted by these hats. And let me tell you, we were like 16 and 20, somewhere there in the age range. Like we were adult/teenagers. And we had this whole thing every time we would be going out around Christmas where we would just go like boing, 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 boing. And then like, and we do it together and be like a whole thing everywhere we went. And my mother was just horrified by us all the time. It was great. And doing this always makes me think of that in my head. I'm going boing, 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 you know? Okay. I think we're actually live. I think, assuming you all can hear us and you're not just saying hey to the void, which like, you know.
Say hi to it. Say to.
Oh, I took my Tato mug downstairs. Okay. Nemo's just saying hello to the void, you know, not talking to us in any fashion whatsoever.
Wow.
Oh, he can't even see us or hear us. Okay. Yes. So, okay. We are continuing to name things for our archipelago people. Okay, you can see and hear us. Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, we probably could make the word for what would essentially be nutrition.
Nutrition?
Well, if the archipelago is called Nutrisha,
yeah,
then I feel like the natural English style demonym is nutrition.
Oh.
Which does sound
Hey, you can't do that.
Oh no! Did you hit the button?
It looks like your camera was unplugged. No, it wasn't. Ah, you.
We were briefly graced with Bib's corporeal presence.
You tricked me. You lulled me into a false sense of security.
Oh no. The joke's so bad, Bib's camera died.
Wow.
You have a face.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna buy it this time. I'm probably gonna disappear again very shortly, but
it's okay. Okay, so yes, we are continuing to name things for. I really need to practice before every stream because I'm like, I don't want to say it. Anyway, for the peoples that do the stuff at the place. And so, do we have anything we need to talk about? Or any of you all want to talk about before we get into it?
So with the whole nutrition thing, you know, that's got me thinking.
Okay.
Because oddly enough, my mind did not go there. Like whenever I see, at least when I see it written down, I think of the name Trisha. But maybe that's just because I know someone named Trisha. But would we want to then come up with? I mean, yeah, would it be worth having a specific demonym, like a demonymic suffix that we can put on something and mean the people of Nitrisha?
Well, last week we figured out the human agentive thing, right? Which in theory means that couldn't we just add that to the end of the word for the archipelago? Or
if the word for the archipelago comes from, where does it actually come from?
Well, it has the place suffix on the end, doesn't it? So it may be that you have to replace the place suffix with the human suffix. Which may mean it comes out the same if they both.
It doesn't have the place suffix. It has the... What is that?
Is it a long skinny thing suffix?
I mean, if it's a classifier, then it shouldn't be a suffix. It should be a prefix. So
Oh, yeah, that's true.
where is that coming from? Is it just the word for pillar? Because ni is magic.
We have I think a more breakdown of it in Quartus down here. Magic bond pillar basket.
One of those things is magic.
The basket is the areas, so that's the thing.
And then where's the op coming from? Is that just okay? So it's like shop is like a basket pillar. Okay. So there is no actual verb root there.
Okay.
We could just say that the human agentive ending just gets stuck on by analogy. Or we could just use the word for human, which is ram, I think, or ram at this stage.
Okay. That could be a vibe.
So it would either be, if we went with the agentive, if we went with the human agentive, it would be like nitrishasha. 2 shas back to back. Whereas if we just went with the word for human, it would be hold on.
Should we sound change applier or?
Oh, we can.
Although it means finding all the protos of all the things.
I mean, I have those in this column. For the first ones, at least. You just need to grab the last bit.
There should be that final P should be aspirated, shouldn't it?
This isn't proto. This is because both of them have the uvularized release. It's so one that is magic. So it's the ni.
And then it's magic bond, which bond comes from the verb that means to tie. Yeah, to tie or to bind is. Well, actually, wait. We want the in the seedling, right? Which is
Teosri.
Yes.
And then
basket, which is
C.
Yeah, just SI.
And then the P is from
Up.
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 Mm.
Up. Okay. And so for the people,
Mm-hmm.
we're taking this and we're either changing. So there's one version of this which is like Ramnitos up. Is it? I feel like no, because the Ram and the Ni occupy the same slot.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get, although technically doesn't the basket also do that? But I think we're using it more as a noun here, aren't we?
Yeah, it's more of a nominal compound in that case with pillar. But we could still use the same root as ram as a suffix.
Mm.
So like that.
Yeah.
And then there was another idea as well, wasn't there?
Could just say that the human agentive ending just gets applied just through analogy, even though there's no actual verb root there. And maybe just another idea is you could get rid of the pillar basket part because they could just refer to themselves as just the magic bond people. Like
that would make sense. I think that would make sense.
Okay, I will show you all of those then.
Okay.
Let me just check that I've got them incorrectly. It's number 6 is the most recent Carartes file, isn't it?
That sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure if these have done the thing correctly. But anyway.
Okay.
Anyway. This isn't great, but anyway. I can hear myself on a lag. I don't know why.
I cannot hear you on a lag.
Oh,
it's okay.
Oh, I think I must have accidentally unmuted YouTube or something.
Oh.
That was fun. So which of these?
Okay, so we've got Nitrere Sharpham, which is interesting because you got the metathesis going on.
Interesting is a good word. Yeah.
You've got Nitrere Shaprasha.
Mm-hmm.
And Nitrer. Oh boy. Nitrer Yasha. That's a very strange place to put this syllable boundary. Is it?
It's just because it's got a maximum onset in general.
Okay. So Nitrer Yasha. That's not bad. So in like the modern / anglicized version of that, it would be like Nitarasha or something.
That's actually pretty good. I'm into that.
Is
Or
that what we
Nitarasha.
are in general doing? Oh yeah, because this is coming out as a R here, isn't it? Although isn't the R from this?
Um,
From which?
Oh no, I'm trying to work out what the destiny of the voiceless Grotic is in general.
In the sense of what it becomes, because at this point it doesn't really become anything.
Mm-hmm. I mean in P1.
Yeah, I don't think we have made any firm decision on that front yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other than I think we were committing to the idea of all Rotics uvularize, and then
Yeah.
consistently. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I can't off the top of my head think of a language that has a voiceless uvular trill.
I mean,
Mhm.
isn't the distinction between, like, in many languages with what are often described as voiceless approximant, or I know the trills are technically different, but they usually are not necessarily that distinct from their fricative equivalents, in which case there are plenty of languages with
Yeah.
the voiceless fricative.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's one of the big things with when you see sort of a lot of conlangers will instinctively reach for, I can't work out, I didn't mean to change the color. Oh no, that's just Google Docs. Not that one, not that one, that one. Like they'll reach for the fricative character, but they'll have that be the voiceless equivalent of the L,
Yeah.
which technically is like more often represented
With
as
the under thing.
yes. But in terms of production, I don't think that there is a serious, like, I don't think they are ever naturally contrasted with each other.
Yeah. That's fair sounding.
Well, in contrast, you do sometimes see a voiced L contrasted with the but then you don't usually see that versus the affricate. Like you'll have one of these two. And often they can be pronounced as the other or whatever.
Okay.
No, I just remember, I think that the voiceless R's can often become H's or S's.
Yeah, that sounds right. S's I know for a fact, but
and so
IH as well.
I was a bit worried it would come out as Nitreshasha.
Nitreshasha. Okay.
But we can figure out what it would be here in time.
Beyond what is statistically reasonable. I like that.
But are we going with this one?
I like the last one the most.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like that is our best choice.
I don't think that you should be as afraid of long words as you are, but I agree. that it makes the most sense. So, ni ri yash.
So, is this the word for all the people of Pillar World? Is like just this the general word for human, or specifically the people of this archipelago?
There.
Who was the covenant made with Maddie?
Just the people of Nitrisha.
Okay. And speaking of bonds, I don't know. I think that this is mostly just going to make me look like a very weird Christian. But I have a star of the year that says, I think it's backwards, but it says covenant.
It's not backwards.
It's the,
that's forwards.
It's the word that I got for this year. And I've just been thinking about covenants a lot, which is a weird one to think about, but it makes me think of these bonds.
Yeah.
Like the agreements that we make with the divine.
Yeah. It's fun. That's fun. I like it. I like it.
Anyway.
Okay. So we have our word for these people.
Yes, and it doesn't sound like nutrition.
No. Which is a win in my book. Okay, so we've done all the place names. For the most part, we haven't actually come up with what some of these animal names are, but we have like what the gloss, I guess, would be in the proto. Or partial, I guess the proto.
Shall we make them then?
We
if
can.
We've got all the things, we've got the gloss for them. Like, yeah, let's go for it. Like, there's the domesticated herd guardians one. That should be pretty straightforward. It's just the thing that watches. Now, I have the applicative coming after the verb there. I've already forgotten our verb template. Is that how things are supposed to work?
I think
no. The applicative comes before the verb stem.
Lovely.
The applicative comes before. Okay. So yeah, I'll let you.
Because they are the things that watch for small domestic animals. So watch for is the word watch with an applicative stuck on the front. So first of all, do we have a word for to watch or to watch over or to guard or anything of that nature?
See? I think about how many things you can use count for. Count being the Mandarin word, and you also use it for read and
oh, right. That was a very aggressive release.
We do have a word for see that we could have do like all the things, you know?
Yeah,
it could be
that's totally, especially with an applicative on it. You know, to see for something means, you know, to keep watch for them.
I guess we can just use it as that. Okay.
Now the next question is, do we have a benefactive applicative yet? We've got at least one applicative, I know that much, but I don't think it's a benefactive. We do not have a benefactive applicative, but that's fine. We can get one.
True.
And a place where we can get one.
We haven't. Sorry, no. I'm gonna hold on to it until you're done.
Oh. Well, now I'm just on edge.
Oh, sorry. Okay, we haven't actually made the classifier for small animals yet.
Oh, we'll have to do that too.
Cool. Which one of these do we want to tackle first as a team?
I have benefactive up already.
Okay. So all we need is a verb that means I think to give is pretty common as a benefactive. Or it could just be an adposition, theoretically. Just something I actually don't know if we even have a distinction between verbs and adpositions in the seedling.
I don't know if there are. Let me check as does Yuja, but I don't think that adposition. Did we even make adpositions? I don't think we did.
Sounds unlikely.
No, because we have like a million cases.
Yeah. Yeah. A bajillion. So we don't have a word for give, but I feel like that's a good word to have, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It is. Well, I guess, first of all,
Uh-huh.
I was going to say, for the verb template, for the applicative section, I just put in those 3, just because those are just some particularly common applicatives to have, but we don't necessarily need to have all 3 of them, or we could add some additional distinctions if we wanted to. I think, if I remember correctly, the benefactive applicative is actually the most common applicative in the world to have. So,
I mean, that tracks.
But if we wanted to, we could combine it with one of the other senses as well. Like, I think it's reasonably common to have both benefactive and instrumental filled by the same thing. So it it kind of depends on how. I personally find applicatives extremely useful for deriving new verb meanings, because you can take like what's a decent example? I use them all the time in Takvamir. I should know this. 1 second. I know I have a decent example somewhere. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, do you have any ideas of what you want your small terrestrial animal classifier to come from? Or shall I be checking the existing words for possible sources?
So could it just be like a small animal?
Yeah.
What's like a prototypical small animal that either the seed people or the early P1 people would be familiar with?
I'm going to put some ideas in.
Still have it is the question. Like, they would have had to have it before and have it now. Which
like,
is...
if you could count them by tails. I mean, obviously these aren't prototypically numeral classifiers, but like heads and tails are very common sources for these things as well. And we have a word for it.
So like one tail kind of vibe? Is that what you're suggesting?
Well, in the sense that, like, if it's like something that hunts small animals, it would be a tail hunter, in the sense that the tail stands in for the idea of the small animal.
Okay, I see. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I guess no one would actually know what it means, so it doesn't actually matter. But it does sound mildly inappropriate to me.
I mean, if these people are like agriculturalists, they would be aware that these things also have tails in that sense as well.
Yeah.
I do think tail is slightly more euphemistic in the US than the UK.
Well, I didn't even mean it like that, but like, I feel like hunting tail is like not even with that meaning, but it's just like a saying for, like, you know.
No, but this would be used more generally than that.
Yeah.
Like, it would be like it's just sort of one, like, just going through the list of all the words you have. This is the one that I think suits things the best as things stand right now. We don't have that many words for different kinds of animal and things yet. So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm game for it. I think it's cute.
We could totally make some, but
Yeah.
Like, if we can also see what sort of form it would have. I mean, I assume it's not gonna. I mean, Oyo comes out as Oyo, so it could possibly be lead or leady.
I feel like I should move these down to like the body part section. Oh yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
Yeah,
that could be cute. Little tail lady. I think that we can try it, and if we don't like the way it comes out, then we'll pick something different.
Yeah. Have you found the thing you wanted to tell us about, Bib?
I mean, I had a look, and honestly, it's not really that useful. But just like, like you can take a verb like to work, and if you put the benefactive applicative on it, it means to work for someone, like to be employed by them. Whereas if you put it in the instrumental, it's to work with something or to work using something, which just means like, to use it to do something. And I had at least one other one, but yeah, like a verb like to shout in the benefactive applicative would be like to shout for someone, which is the word that means to proclaim, because it's like you're shouting about them. To shout concerning something. So yeah, the point was that having lots of different types of applicatives lets you derive a lot of different verbal meanings, and I find them very useful. But we don't necessarily need to have a ton of them.
Right. I do like the idea of that one, and I think it's helpful, especially if we're like, we like all the verbs, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it, I think it's helpful. I'm into it.
It's nice for the theme of the language to be able to put all this stuff on the verb, rather than using adpositions or whatever else.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, so then are we still good with coming up with a word for the verb give and using that as the base for the benefactive applicative?
So I have an idea.
Okay.
We could have an old verb in the seed lang that means to give, and then that could become the benefactive applicative. And then in the modern language, that word for give could have been replaced by the verb to have in the causative.
Oh.
If you cause someone to have something, then you give them something.
Okay. I like that. Okay, hold on. Let me make a note. So to give, so to give would be to have plus causative. Yeah.
Whereas the original word for to give has just been lost, and it only survives in the applicative.
I like that.
And we do have a word for to have already. It's liefre. So if we stick the causative prefix on that, and the causative is where? Where did I write? There it is. Yeah, it's ut. So
Klika. Could be clicker if you wanted to super reduce it.
And it goes at the beginning, right?
But yeah, goes before clicker. It'll come out as like, because metathesis will happen. I don't know why Luxity is not loading for me.
Because it likes me more than you. It has favorite.
I'm not surprised. Technology generally doesn't like me very much.
Yeah, it comes out to me as il tri.
Oh.
I mean, that sounds cool.
Yeah, how is that written?
Why did I write that? I just typed it in anyway. ILTK. Il tri.
Ah.
Mm.
Il tri. Yeah, that's a good word for to give. I like that.
I like it. Boom. Do you have the IPA version of it so that we can like chuck it in for the sound changes when we have P1?
I mean, this is the IPA. You mean oh, for P1, yeah. I can do that for you.
Come. Yeah, I like it. Very nice. Why is it so big? There. Okay. So now we need to come up. Yeah, for.
Yes. Where's that list of forms?
Okay.
Something nice and short.
If you jump to me, here. And remember, you can always use like one syllable of something.
Yes. In fact, you should almost certainly use one syllable.
Yes.
What about jam? But yum, I guess. Oh, no. If it's yum, that's less good.
Oh, I like yum.
I think yum and jam are both delicious.
And who doesn't want to have yam or jam?
And you can make yam into jam.
Let's do it.
Although I do think that yamaj is a great form also.
It is good.
Which, if we could always reduce, if this was the word for an animal, what's this that we're trying to do? This is the word for a small animal, right? Or am I?
No, this is going to be for the benefactive.
Okay. Yeah, probably best to go with yam then. But I'm gonna like petition to make it like, we'll keep this one here. Something which won't be confused with the keyboard. Okay. Beautiful.
I feel like this looks bigger than this. Maybe it's because this is bolded. Yes. Okay. Oh, so it stays yum.
It does, right?
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it just stays yum. Unless,
Well,
oh wait,
The nasal would assimilate some places, wouldn't it?
it would. But that's we can deal with that. But does the y go to ja?
Hmm.
Yes, it does.
And it's
Yum.
what's the environment where that happens again?
There's just a general glide partition. I think it happens in initials.
Initials and I think coda positions. Word initial and coda, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it will only be jam if it's at the beginning of a word.
Okay.
Which it probably won't be, because assuming that we have like person marking stuff, then it'll come out as either yam or jam. Yeah.
Okay. Yum. It's a fun word.
This isn't a great example, but I'm just going to use ak for the same thing.
Yeah. That's fine.
Because terak would mean to hunt in.
Jamak.
Yama. Yeah, yamak. Would be to hunt for. Which I guess could be a word for to search.
To scout?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like it.
Cool. And then all we need is our word for small animal.
Okay. So coming back here. So then that would be, for now, lidi, then the benefactive, yeah. Then which was the verb that we were using?
To see/watch.
Yeah.
Which is the same one.
Only if anyone remembered the form.
See/mu.
Mu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yammu. And then agent/dragon, which is in.
The normal agentive ending would be in, yeah.
So should we try it with in, and then the other one is with kus, right?
Yeah.
But kus is a classifier.
Kus is a classifier. So should we just go with in then?
Probably.
Shall I put the? I'll do the. I'll put out the plural once I've deleted all of the hyphens.
Okay.
Okay. So lidi yamuin, and then the plural is just ro, right?
It's
ru.
No, it is ro. It comes in the proto form. It's ro, and it's immediately after the verb stem.
Yep. Okay. I think this has had some unintended consequences.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
So it comes Lidi Yamin. Lidi Yamurin is nice. It may be that we just want to delete the I to shorten it up a bit, and then it will also sound a lot less like Idi Amin.
Delete the I off the end of
Lidi.
Just have it be lead.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, with that in that environment, we could say that the I just blends into the yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
In that case, the D will become palatalized, right?
Yes. So that would give us Lijamin and then Lijamurin.
I like that.
Mm.
That's good. I do like that.
Okay, so this is lead.
So that would be like that. And that, and then they'd be like something.
So yeah, beautiful.
Mm.
I think this is a different way than you've been doing it for a while.
How?
That's fine.
Just the order was different.
Oh,
I think.
oh right.
Okay. The bounded dragon mounts then?
Bonded dragon mounts, yes.
Okay, yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So what's the first person plural?
Hold on, did
We
put-
don't have one
Beautiful.
because we haven't done person marking yet.
Mhm.
Right, okay. Well, first of all, let me remind myself what this actually is. Because it's dance. And again, I put the applicative in the wrong spot.
Mm.
It should
Shall I
be...
just start, moving the pronouns over?
Oh,
Yeah, the proto
yeah.
does have pronouns, so that's something.
I forgot. Yeah, we do have those, don't we? So it's the dragons that we dance with is what this means. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the ones we
Yeah.
dance with. Okay. Because
What's giving you pause?
Because I've roughed in this commutative applicative, which we can have a commutative applicative. We can add that to the list. Or we could just reuse one of the applicatives that we already have.
So if you did locative, it'd be the ones we dance on.
Well, the ones we dance like in the vicinity of the ones that we dance at or towards. Because
I don't think there's anything wrong with on. I don't mean in the sense of trampling. I mean like you're riding on the dragon.
But not
Like
when they
the
dance.
Ones on which we dance.
The dancing isn't in the air.
The dancing is the thing that you do to bond with the dragon.
Oh.
And it'll be in a shallow water pool.
Then couldn't you be the ones we dance for? In the sense that you have danced in order to gain their trust.
That would work.
Could be
Yeah.
benefactive.
Yeah.
The other thing is that
Okay.
like you could definitely extend the meaning of one of these into a implied commutative,
Mm.
even if there isn't necessarily a distinct commutative.
Yes. Again, it's a distinct commutative applicative is relatively rare. It does happen, but usually it's wrapped up with one of the other applicatives.
Mm.
Okay. So the first person plural is orp. So
Was I supervised for making these?
unfortunately, I think it was down to me, me and you. And I think that you based your choices a lot off of how they came out in As does Yulia.
Mm.
So we'll see how these do.
It's okay.
So we have like it could come out just as an initial O, which I think would be fine. Do you want to check out like the general results of these, or should we just go with what we need now?
Let's. Oh, sorry. You go.
I was gonna say let's. I'm curious to see how they turn out because I know that we've done this at least once before, but it would be nice to have a refresher.
Okay. I think the thing that is most concerning to me is the fact that we have orp versus oleb. Which I think that the vowels, they might have been dropped or something as those Ilya. Anyway. And then we have jra.
That's a fun word.
And P.
Key.
Okay. Very many a labial. Okay. So so orp, then kus. Is kus the proto, or because it's from kulstu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think that also means wing, does it? Wing.
Winged beast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then
ineffective
applicative, which is yam.
Yum.
Then dan,
which we
heard. I think about this proto language sometimes and think,
I was told the proto language doesn't have to make sense or be pronounceable, so like, you know.
I'm the one who usually proposes doing romanizations of proto languages, which is to precisely, it does have the effect of limiting quite how wild things go before you decide that it's too much. And then this dragon bit at the end, is that a classifier?
No, that was just a proposal for
another in.
Yeah, it can just be another in. Just as an alternative to that, we were thinking we could have a specific word that just means dragon, and then the whole front bit just compounds onto it if we wanted to get a little bit more diversity in endings. But the in theoretically should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one, wow.
But we can make it look pretty in P1.
the Orpakashambayin.
Oh no.
Orpakasham We.
I think we really we can't let Orp be in full when we attach it to the front. Like
Okay.
we simply can't have that happen.
Okay, so let's take a little peek-see down here. And can we just change these as like how would we note that just when it's
We can reduce them. If you pop to where I am, in the subject marking section. So, should we go with something slightly shorter? Like Payad is to dance by itself. So, if we go with the trying to work out what the 4 marked persons of this would be. So that one is Dra, then P, then Orp, and then Oleb. This isn't coming out exactly as I was expecting, but anyway. I'm still not certain exactly how things are meant to work. So Jarapiad is coming out as Irgapad, Prad. Then Piprad is Piprad, which that's fine.
That's the second person singular is fine. That's totally doable.
Mm-hmm.
Then Orpaprad is Orpaprad, and Olepprad is Olepprad. Which I thought we had sorted this out, but it clearly hasn't been sorted, which I suspect might be because this is historically aspirated. But anyway, so the Orp, I think if we delete the coda stop, it will shorten things up a lot.
Okay.
It does mean that it's going to trigger metathesis, right? Or does it not? No, it doesn't. It doesn't do it that direction.
Only if the it's a stop followed by a liquid that undergoes metathesis, not the other way around. So, yeah.
Maddie, the forms are on the.
Where?
If you scroll up, or if you just click on my face.
So I have been, and it keeps taking me here.
Oh, it's because I have 3 different versions of the document.
Okay, yeah, that's why I was like, you kept saying me go. I'm like, I don't know where we're looking.
Okay, it's the section on person marking is at the top. That just is, or if you. Oh, it's in Carartes.
Yeah, it's the one above.
There, number 1.
Cool.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I haven't made it easy for people. It's just because I'm trying to get a bunch of forms from a bunch of different places.
Yeah.
Anyway. So removing the PH here, this comes out as Orpad.
Much better.
How do we feel about Irga?
I do not like it.
Should we remove the R for this?
Okay.
Or the
I'm
J?
trying to think which direction should I? I mean, Jira is like a. I guess you could say that the R kind of just gets swallowed up into the palatal.
That's what I would say, but that's because that's what I do exactly in my dialect. So
Yeah, perfect. It's natural precedent. Go for it.
okay. So then that would come out, as gapad.
Yeah, so it's just ga.
Ga. And then how would you like to reduce olep? Because if we don't have one that starts with the like, we could just make it like lep. Although I guess that vowel at the start is relatively important in terms of it tends to hold on to its form, doesn't it? So because I feel like if we went with like ol, then you would basically combine the plural into a kind of like the thing that happened in Bocuse, where in the plural, the first person and second person are often marked exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I would be okay with just saying the O drops off the front, because especially just if it gloms on early enough, it's just not going to be as prominent.
Mm-hmm.
And let me try it with a verb. I'll put it on front of mu. I'll try all of these with mu as
Okay.
well. So, goom. So, yeah, they've come out a bit funny because of the final U. So, goom, goom, urma, lubma,
That's delightful.
which is I see, you see, we see, you'll see.
Goom. That's a good word for I see.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So
And then,
we're fine with the B, or would we? I would be down for reducing that even more, but I feel like it's a bit extreme considering it was Oleb to begin with.
yeah, I mean, on one hand, I think I would in principle be okay with it, but I also I don't know how much is this is just selection bias on my part, but it feels like if any of the person markers are going to be long, the second person plural is like one of the most likely to be long.
Yeah, it makes me think of the whole ice thing in Spanish, which is just
Yeah.
when you're used to Latin American Spanish and you have a vosotros gustáis.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad example because it'd be os gusta. But yeah. How is it? It's not us there, is it? Anyway, I'm gonna stop thinking about Spanish. Okay, I'm happy with these. So, loop.
Loop.
Yeah. Wait, no, not loop. Lep.
Yep.
Lep. The vowels can't be trusted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I just did. Okay.
And we're saying no marking for third person because we don't need to.
Well, that's what was in the document.
Oh, good.
Like,
Yes.
I wouldn't mind if like I think that you could get away with having the plural in there, but it's
Well,
fine.
we've already got a verbal plural marking, so we already have.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so it all fits.
Mm.
Okay. Oh, how are we doing object marking then?
Good question.
Who knows? How are we doing it? Yeah, I don't know.
We could just have the same protoforms just get stuck on.
Aren't classifiers usually describing arguments anyway?
Most often the direct object, yeah, but not always.
Mm-hmm.
Was there an accused because when you did the case thing in Asdazira, did we ever establish if the case system was already present in the protoline?
I don't think it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Especially because we're going ergative for this one, and Asdazira is nominative accusative.
Yeah.
But there is like if you considered it an object marker, then you could add the O to the end of these and
That's
have
what I
them
was thinking.
reduced slightly differently.
But we may well have already discussed this, but are we going ergative in the person marking as well? I mean, it would feel like that would be, if we wanted to embrace the ergativity, this is the verbi ergative after all, then...
That's true. This is the place to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the ergative.
So, but I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out just like, is there a version of events where the O in ORP and OLEB is considered to be accidentally related to the like patient marker, and like I think that would be like if they invented ergativity by mistake.
I mean, does anyone ever invent ergativity on purpose?
But no one invents languages on purpose until Hildegard von Bingen or whatever.
It's very fun.
So my instinct would be to kind of rather than necessarily having like this implies that it's very discrete, but in theory you could just have like already like slightly fusional forms based on like maybe some sort of incorporation of the O.
For the agent marking?
Yes. Well, it effectively that like they take an accusative system and they use it ergatively. If it was like if you change this, then I'm trying to think about the best way. I'm just gonna like bring up the way that I usually see it presented. So in Nawak, or Nobodol, which is all I hear when I hear David say it, is it has polypersonal agreement, right?
Yes, it does.
And is it all kind of distinct, or are there fusional forms?
I mean, the subject markers don't look like the object markers, if that's what you mean. Like the first
But you
person
could
singular
say
subject.
you could argue that one section is the subject marker and the other section is the object marker.
Yes.
So in Quechua and Aymara, you have some forms which work like that, and they're kind of, you can tell that one part means this is the object and this part is the subject. But there are other forms where, for whatever reason, they are historically only traceable to some form that doesn't look anything like either of the parts that would make them otherwise.
So like portmanteau agreement?
I always find it very confusing with those words, because it's like portmanteau in my head is like a learning process, but like I know it. Do you mean like agreement that's all fused into a singular form?
I think one of the quintessential examples is in Guarani, the singular marker that's for first person plural subject and second person singular object, and it's conveyed by just one, I can't remember what the form is, but it's like a single syllable, and it doesn't look related to either of the other markers. I know Lakota does the same thing with one of the subject object combinations. I can't remember which.
Mm-hmm. So so in Quechua, you have like, so I carry would be apani, but if it would be I carry you, it would be apaiki. And iki, it obviously doesn't look like the ni. I mean, it does look like the i in the first person plural, iku. But like you can't like this, the ones in Aymara are more interesting because you have this sma, so it would be apta, would be I carry, but then it gets all smushed into asma. Although obviously the ma is resembles the ma resembles the ma in what would be aptama.
What is the? I can't quite see what the little.
Oh, the C and the B. The subscript. It's because you see how in the Aymara I have to put the A in parentheses. Aymara has like a relatively complicated system of vowel dropping, and a lot of it is managed by the nature of the suffix on whether it drops a preceding vowel or not. So like the I suffix means that like she carries would be api. I guess it's api. Yeah. But the like the apanya is the infinitive, and then like the katu would be kata for I hunt, and then kata would be you hunt, which is one of those cases where like a lot of conlangers wouldn't choose to have their first and second person distinguished purely based on how aspirated the stuff is. And yeah, and so it's a bit redundant here because I think I realized slightly too late that not too late, but they basically all cause the preceding vowel to drop, which is how you get to forms like irpsktwa, which is like I think I have it on here somewhere, but yeah, you can have it, effectively Aymara should only have CVC syllables in terms of what's allowed like phonotactically on a phonemic level, but phonetically those vowels drop out everywhere, and yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I will end my Quechua info dump here. But anyway, like that's what I was thinking of, like maybe we can have some forms that are like not analyzable in a kind of one-to-one sense.
I mean, I would be all for that, but it depends on how messy we want to get. Because something that I'm immediately thinking of is that in terms of the verb slots, like what slot in the verb template these things go in. I think the transitive agent marking would fill the same slot as the intransitive subject marking. And then the transitive object marking would go closer to the verb stem, right? I guess it would be justifiable either way, but if it depends on what was happening in the proto-line. But
yeah,
this is why and how things in Adrian got so messy, because there are two completely parallel verb templates depending on whether you're in the past tense or not.
Yeah.
I'm
looking up Basque to see how Basque does it.
That's when you know you're in a tight spot when you're
Yeah.
you run into a problem with ergativity and you're like, oh, I wonder what Basque.
I mean, it is like the archetypal example of like as pure ergativity as you can get.
I do wonder whether there is a what's the right way to say this? I think like this is the sort of question that's probably more interesting to work out off stream with time to read examples and things.
David is unsubbing.
What's wrong with Basque?
Oh.
I'll not.
I mean, it's not finished, is it?
Yeah. I mean, we can always like handle that.
I don't think Basque would fit on 12 post-it notes either.
That's
At
fair.
least 13.
Yeah. Basque verbs alone, you'd need like at least 20.
Maybe even 52.
Ooh, scared.
Very good.
Mm.
It was scared.
Hello, hello. Aloha.
Hello.
Yeah.
Well, are you coming or are you going?
Coming? I
Or
think.
are you just saying love?
Love.
I mean, ugh.
Unless it's aloha and there's some Hawaiian word I don't know that has 2 A's at the end that some critically important difference.
Well, I mean, before macrons are super, well, they're still not that easy all the time. You can write long vowels in, I know for Maori, it's considered an acceptable alternative to write the long vowel with the doubled vowel, which is considered preferable to writing Maori without a macron or a long vowel if you're trying to be Maori about writing Maori.
So are we, for the sake of time and audience retention,
Because we've got so many people to retain.
Are we just sort of what's the
Dealing
word?
with that off screen?
Yeah, we're assigning ourselves a little bit of homework.
Yeah, we'll have a think between streams. But the thing that we do have now is that we have a first-person subject marker.
Yes.
Right? That we know is going to be applicable for this route.
Manjiko is suggesting we do a montage, so we should all film little clips of us thinking really hard, and then we'll put it in a montage, and then at the end we'll be like, ugh, you know, it'll be great.
We just record ourselves saying gradually longer and longer Basque verbs.
Okay.
So that would mean
where was it?
For this, where is it? Here it is. So orp, we're just taking off the p.
Yeah.
Does that have any ramifications for how the word actually comes out in the modern form, other than just removing the p?
I don't know.
I'm not a fan of the schwa followed by the stressed I, but there's not really too much we can do about that.
Well, you just delete the schwa.
I mean, yeah, but it's part of the root.
And
I just...
Yeah.
We could change the root, but... Unless we've already used that root in something else. But do we have any other dancing things? I can't remember.
I don't think we...
Wait, what?
Well, that says Desiria. No, I don't think so. Oh, I'm so entertained by y'all. It's so funny.
We could say it's an irregular verb.
And
just say that the schwa is lost when the I is stressed. Because pleading, it just really feels like it would get lost there.
I think part of it is that I don't think it's necessarily obviously handled what, like when you have two vowels in contact, what's supposed to happen.
I mean, we have the whole glide reduction thing, but that just doesn't apply in this situation because the I is stressed. But other than that, at least according to Lexigy, as it appears on my screen, it would still retain basically the same form. So this would more or less be our final result.
And we would just, then P1 would make it shorter.
It certainly could make it shorter. Is this an important word in the story? Is this like something that you're going to be using a lot? Because
I mean, this would be the name for the dragons that they ride, which are a central plot thing.
Yeah, and right now it's 6 syllables, so
the Orca Champagne.
I believe in us.
Like, I don't know, if I were going to reduce this, I would end up like this is entirely not systematic, but I would be like, the champagne, which looks like a fantasy book word.
It does.
It also has like everything that starts with a ksha really gives me like Iranian, like old Iranian vibes. Like, yeah. Champagne. Like, but part of it is just that you've piled a lot onto this, which is why
it
you
is
have
just a very long form.
a long word.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the hardest part with that will be the combination of it having the ksha and having the kha.
In neighboring syllables?
Yeah, like it just like the combination of having 2 tricky syllables for people.
I mean, you could write it with an X.
Well, I feel
now
like
that looks like a fantasy word.
I feel like I'm just seeing what reaction I can get from you. Like, if you reduce it to like, or like, if you delete the schwa, then you get orksh, which could be like orsh. It could be like osh. Then you get to the A, which let's call that strong. Osh we're keeping some of the aren't we?
Some of them, but we know we want to get rid of them in at least some places.
And then is Oshamperin better or not? We could also say that the Geminate reduces, and then it's just Oshampedin.
Or champagne.
Oshampedin.
And we could even get rid of the D and have those blend together. But then it becomes O champagne,
We
which
can
is
spell
not.
it.
Oh, champagne. Oh.
We might have to work on that one, but this is.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have multiple different names for the bonded dragon mounts.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true. Do you have phonotactic constraints against having like sounds within a root or word? Oh no, that's just like for readability for, your basic bitch American readers.
I don't know exactly what you mean by having like sounds.
I think that's from when I was like this sound and this sound. I think they were just trying to figure out why I didn't like that.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, if it was like, rather than saying the ones that we dance for, if it was the danced for, then it would be, you would lose the OR.
Mm-hmm.
And
Would you need to passivize that?
well, we do have an impersonal pronoun.
Nice.
We do?
In the proto, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Which I think
Oh,
I did
yeah.
this in another.
I forgot about this. Yeah, because we needed this for the construct state.
So if you get rid of the OR, then you get to the dragon for dance. Which then comes out as that's still Kushampedin. It doesn't really fix things.
I don't know. It's
which, I mean, if you did really try and reduce it, it could be like a kush. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm ending up in like kushben or kushbane.
I mean,
But anything
I don't know
ending
how.
in kind of chunky still.
Yeah.
I quite like the initial K sh. Oh, that's just me.
It doesn't bother me. Yeah.
Ksha is a nice onset.
Yeah.
So,
As long as the whole thing isn't like crazy, I feel like that's nice.
Shambane.
Champagne?
Something like that. I might keep thinking about that. I add it to the list of homework of things to think about before the next stream.
Where do we want our homework list? I feel like it can be at the top of here.
Somewhere where we're likely to see it up front.
So we've got research. What the specific thing is like polypersonal agreement, right?
Specifically polypersonal agreement in as it relates to ergativity and or portmanteau agreement.
Mm.
I still don't fully understand what portmanteau agreement is. Like, other than... Anyway, it's fine. And then the other one is... What? Oh, champagne?
Bonded
Yeah.
dragon mounts. Name simplification.
Mm-hmm.
The most confusing linguistics paper I've ever read was on portmanteau agreement, and I wish I could find it again, because it was in, I don't even know what linguistic theory it was, based around, but I remember reading it and just having absolutely no clue what any of the words meant. That was the only thing I remember is, and there was a T probe. I distinctly remember the word T probe that searched for like an alpha node of something or other.
Mm.
And I'm just like, are we sure this is a linguistics paper? Like, I don't understand any of this. So I wish I could find that paper again to see if I understand it any better now.
Mm.
Did it also have phi features?
Yes, almost certainly.
I mean, I don't know what a phi feature is, so I don't know if it's common or not. There's one that's called Cyclic Agree by Susanna Bayer and Milan Reza.
Does it use the term T probe?
It definitely has probe in there somewhere, because that's what articulation of the probe determines things.
Mm.
There's phi probes and pi probes. I have no idea what a probe...
No clue.
No. I could imagine if this paper was scanned by something, all of the pi probes could come out as T probes. But I don't know.
I don't think anyone knows.
Is it syntax? Is that what... I see something that doesn't seem to make any sense, and I'm just like, maybe this is what syntax is.
Mm. Fair.
Well, for the next one, so I don't think we ever fully finished this one, because, I mean, it could just be, it's a shaggy or woolly ground egg layer of some description. But did we ever get like an actual, do we know specifically what kind of animal this is? Because this is a dragon, right?
Yeah, this is one of those basal proto dragons that's sort of my chicken analog, but they're not obviously going to look anything like chickens. But, those are those ones. So they're little flightless, woolly, tubby dragons.
So they may or may not be considered dragons, because obviously they're taxonomically related to them, but that doesn't actually mean too much in terms of what terms people use for them.
I could see like these egg layers, like this one and the next one, being considered something different than the flying dragons, because again, they haven't been flighted in a very, very long time. They were flightless before the pillars appeared,
We do have a word for hair in the protoline.
Ooh.
So if we had I mean, we do also have a verb for to have, right? Yes, we just used that for to give. We have liquer. So we could just call them like the ones that have hair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think because that feels a little bit too generic, I guess.
Mm.
Something. Is it like a specific type of fur that they have that's different from others, or is it just that they have a
Yeah.
lot of fur?
It would be
Woolly.
more of like a wool type fur than
Mm.
like a flowing locks type hair.
They're probably. They may well have a distinct word for wool if
Mm.
they're bringing the woolly alpacas and things with them as well. So
Napclord. Which I did go and figure out what the P0 would be for that here. I haven't figured it out. I'm incapable of doing P1 without like the little translator thingy, but we're one step closer to Gratis Meprod.
As
Yeah,
far
we
as I can
probably-
immediately tell, we don't have a single root that means wool, but we can totally make one.
yeah, that, I think that I thought that was the case.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can do
yeah.
that. Okay. Mm,
At the bottom, the list under the sacred monument to the Aboriginal intervention.
yeah. Okay. What says wool? Does it have to be short?
Yes,
I mean,
you're
it
the
doesn't have
one who constantly tells us that the words are too long.
Yeah, I do.
huz is a good word for wool.
I do like that actually. Let's go with that.
I was going to go huz.
Yeah, I
With
was
a
looking at hat though.
With an
Well, the one specifically third from
Is-
the bottom of this list has his.
Oh, hus with the yeah. That's
Sorry,
cool.
I think that probably was a CBC route that I just split into by doing it.
Then again, it does occur to me that
Mind
huz does sound kind of like fuzz, which is a way that you could describe something that's woolly. So it's a bit
It's
screwy for my
fine.
taste.
It probably won't sound like that anymore by the time it gets anywhere that we'd use it. So
True. But I would also suggest maybe changing the vowel just because
To have
schwa.
his
Anything.
who's
Anything goes.
anything goes.
Has. Do you have any funner vowels?
We have a and a o. Hez or hoz.
We have 5 vowels in schwa, right? In the earliest stage.
Also known as 6 vowels.
Yes.
No, I appreciate why you would count the 5 standard ones and then discriminate against schwa.
I like has.
Hez
Yeah, let's do that.
sounds a bit like hez if you're in a non-rhotic mood, but anyway. You can't escape English synonyms, particularly with short roots.
It is le fine. Meh.
So then we could, just use the word for to have, which would be liqueur.
Mm-hmm. We have that.
Or we could come up with a word that means to cover.
Let's try what we have, and if we don't like it, we can make something new.
Yeah, I think that works.
So, is it It's not aspirated, is it?
No.
So it'll be Heasley.
Heasley. That's a good word.
You're not gonna like
that would
how
be-
it's syllabified.
Oh no.
Oh, I mean, I can live with that. If it wonky syllabification is, we can handle that.
Heasley.
Whereas the plural,
Heasley is cute.
So how would you just shove the row on the end?
before the in.
There's no in.
There's no in.
Oh, I need to put the in on the end. This is gonna ruin everything.
Oh no!
No.
Oh no!
Oh. What if it's just not there?
What if the schwa were to disappear?
Heasley Peen and then Heasley Parin.
Heasley Peen? Why is there a P?
From Lipa.
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 With a
Oh,
uvula.
Lipa. Sorry.
Mm.
I what's the word in Australian languages? I peripheraled the peripherals. Yeah, Heasley Karin, Heasley Karin.
I mean, that's not that bad.
Jeez. What's the vowel after the uvula? Oh, there we go.
There.
Yeah. Heasley pen.
I like it.
That's a good word for like a shaggy dragon chicken.
Yeah.
Heasley pen.
I'm into it.
That's got the right vibes, I think.
I would agree.
Well, at least it's easy to be spelled.
Yeah.
I do like that. It's very nice.
Okay.
Now this. So a root that means to be ferocious.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it is dangerous animal ferocious in the forest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ferocious forest animal is basically the vibe I think that we were going for here.
I do not think we yet have a word for ferocious, so let me just... I do not believe so. So, let's coin it. And my first thought is it feels like it should be an intensive and therefore reduplication. So if you had a word that means to be aggressive or something.
Aggressive something.
And then if it's aggressive, that means it's really aggressive, which is like, yeah, fearsome or ferocious or something.
I hear reduplication and I think this is going to be long.
This is true. This is true.
But it is the choices we've made. Okay, so we want something that we can reduplicate and then it will be fun for like a little scary, vicious chicken.
Yes.
What about
also something we can reduce?
Yes.
Do we have... Okay. Could we do like jaja? Like the J, but like the D, this thing? E? Or
GG?
Jaja?
Yeah.
Or jaja?
Jaja. But I mean, it would just be duh, and then we'd reduplicate it for maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seem enamored.
I think j anything with a schwa feels quite. I guess like if it was in Mandarin, if you were saying like "duh," like that wasn't very Mandarin. Mandarin has a lot of "j" words, which I guess means that they're like relatively diffuse in sense.
Mm.
But I don't know. I don't love the schwa, if I'm being honest. But
It could be an E, maybe.
"j," yeah.
Yeah, both are fine.
"j."
Yeah,
Although the schwa does make it easy to lose later on,
that's true.
which means it could end up as just a kind of geminate or something.
Yeah.
We could try both. I mean, if it's in stress position, the schwa will go to A anyway, right?
Something like that, yeah. Or is it different because it's palatalized?
I don't think the palatal affects it.
Okay. Do we have a word for forest?
I don't think so.
Is it how essential is it that these animals are in the forest?
Well, there's going to be a lot of variations for these. So if we did forest, that we could like have variations of these that like are not forest.
So you're
But
telling me that the forest bit could be a separate word?
yeah, that could be a separate word.
Yeah. Okay. So for the sake of brevity,
yeah,
we could leave that bit off.
Yeah, and we could even like yeah, it could be like the general term for them, and then I could add that could even be an English bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And part of it is
forest
that these are small, right? Part of the thing is that these are small.
They're yes.
So it could be we could see what sort of classifiers are best and things.
Yeah, because how small are we talking here?
Let me pull up. This is Pillar World. These are Spec Bio dragons. Gotta find them.
So the dangerous bit would be oil.
House cat sized.
House cat sized. Okay, that is fairly small.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to say like the size of a sheep or cow or something, you know, that's not that. It may be small in terms of some of these other dragons, but that's pretty big in general on a human scale.
Are we shoving an in on the end?
I mean, that's how it usually works.
Okay. So I don't think that it needs the other O.
No, I don't think so. I think it doesn't need the final schwa either.
Yeah.
What's about when there's the row, or is it?
Yeah, since the ro is like breaking up the vowels, I think that's fine.
So, Ojgigin versus Ojgargin.
Can you say this again?
I can just pop.
Mhm.
As long as I've deleted the right schwa.
Yeah. Interesting. So yeah, Ojgigin. That's kind of cool. Ojgigin.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like some little gremlin thing that's going to come along and like ruin your day.
It does. I kind of like that one.
And Ojgargin, which is also nice.
I think I like the first one better.
This is
I mean,
the
this is just
singular plural.
yeah.
Oh, then yeah, they're both good. I thought we were choosing. I like them both then.
One
I mean-
Ojgigin, many Ojgargin.
Otherwise, we would try it with like the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Which comes out as it's not great. It's Lidgigin versus Lidgargin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think
I think
the Oj is better.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Ooh. I do really like that.
How chartreuse would you say it is?
I would say it's pretty chartreuse. It's like 80% chartreuse, which is pretty good.
What's the remaining 20%? What area of the color wheel are we erring on the side of?
I feel like maybe a little bit too yellow. Like maybe we're like in the spring green, you know?
Interesting. Interesting.
Yep. Okay.
I find it interesting that P1 obviously is purple in this, but P4 is kind of green. If you look
In
at the map at the top.
Mm-hmm.
What was I looking for? The non-compact matter one.
Yeah, P4 is the closest to chartreuse on that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yes. The Mist Cat Dragon, I seem to remember this one that we had a lot of back and forth about, and I wasn't happy with anything we came up with.
Yes, I recall that as well.
Is mist the source of the word for non-compact matter? And I mean, we could make a word for mist that isn't the killing fog.
I mean, I think that was just a general like.
We have already used the word for fog for the fog classifier, whereas we have one for mushy that comes from mud.
Yeah, and then it would be non-compact matter to be this one. So we could have that one be based off literally the word for fog or mist, but like not actually fog. Like it could be like, what's other non-compact matter?
To the Navajo classifiers. Oh, excuse me, the classificatory verb stems, because the term classifier, for some reason, in Navajo is used to refer to the valency prefixes.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's really annoying, especially since, you know, the classificatory verb stems have such an important part of the verb system. And then whenever you hear someone say, oh, you know, the classifier, that's where your mind immediately goes to. But no, they're talking about like the passive or the causative or something. Non-compact matter, bunch of hair or grass, cloud, fog, etc. So, yeah. I feel like we have a word for cloud. Do we? That's distinct from the word for fog. We have a word for rain cloud.
Oh.
There is a word for mist.
Rain cloud means water bringer, but we have a word for
nice.
snow, which would be really funny to use.
I mean, they have snow.
Yeah, they do have snow.
On the mountaintops.
Yeah. So that could be the vibe.
But there's also a word for mist.
Yeah, there's a word for mist.
That would probably be.
Yeah.
And,
especially if it's a big group.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably go with that then.
Ah.
Is wind considered matter?
Is wind considered matter? In Navajo or in
brain?
Just in general.
In human brain. I think that we treat wind as a object, even though I know in practice it's not.
I think that seems valid.
Although ahika, obviously it looks short, but in this language, it is going to end up long.
Well, first of all, I will point out that ahika does look very similar to eekak, which is the Nahuatl word for wind. But we can just get rid of the H's. On the way to P1, we're going to ditch a bunch of H's, so it'll just come out as like Ika or something.
Okay.
Which means you could have like a gust of hair, which I like.
That is cute. It's very cute. I do like it. And wind is like a pretty pretty big thing for them. So I like pulling that in there.
Matter so compact, it isn't matter anyway. This does mean that we have the ek versus ak, where one would be applying to fog and the other would be applying to death fog.
Well, that one's ak with an aspirated thing sometimes.
And this is ek with an A.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like is that not reasonable for there to be slightly close, maybe confusing things?
It's fine.
Yeah, there's definitely worse ones in Navajo.
So then we need eat.
That sounds like a thing we might have.
That
we do. Paste it out.
Jaw.
Yes, jaw.
Yeah.
You eat with your jaw.
And then we need the applicative on that because they eat in the fog, which comes before the verb.
Okay, so I'll have to move that.
And it's the locative applicative, which is
somewhere.
Which one's that again?
It's the ter.
It's ter, yeah.
No. If we want to be able to put it in Lexagy, we want this one.
Did you copy the right one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just let you paste it then. Okay. And then so eat would move to the end, right? Before the agent or whatever.
Yeah. There, right? So are we going with ekterjorin or ekaterjorin?
We could try both.
I mean, just in the spirit of making it shorter, I kind of want to get rid of the vowel, but there's not actually any like real reason to in the language
Yeah.
itself. So I don't know. Yeah, we can go with both and see what happens.
Okay. Does anything interesting happen when you have two R's next to each other?
I don't believe so.
I think they may just degeminate at some stage. Anyway.
Mm.
So Akatergurin, Ekatergurin. So they would end up being exactly the same in the singular and plural.
Oh,
Interesting. Okay.
And yeah, Ekatergurin.
Okay.
I get. Well,
Interesting.
that's fine. It's a sheep situation, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely.
Ektergirin.
I think I
Yeah.
like the shorter ones.
Yeah, that is nicer.
Yeah. They vibe quite nice.
Ektergirin.
Ekter. Oh. You know what I want to do to that form?
Reduce it.
I want an initial kta.
I mean, I would be happy with that.
The problem then is that like you then have the schwa, then the like.
Yeah,
Well, it sounds stressed. It's Ktergurin. You can do that. Yeah, it could become syllabic. Ktergurin.
Ktergurin.
I don't know if that's gonna fly, y'all.
Ktergurin. That's fine.
I mean, Kturin.
But like when I try to say it, I keep adding vowels between the K and the T.
But that's just because you're not practiced enough with it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Everyone reading it will also not be practiced with it, but yeah. If it's that short and you get rid of the other that R that's like right there, that's a lot easier looking to pronounce.
Kturin.
Yeah, like that I think is doable.
It does mean we're going to have some really aggressive P1 changes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if it was like Ekturin, is that better or worse?
I mean,
feel like I'm an optician.
It's definitely easier to pronounce. It doesn't quite vibe as well, but it's definitely easier to pronounce.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I might suggest we do a little that. And then at some point, if I decide later that I need that E, I can swap it back in. But I think it vibes better with the K.
This would then end up suggesting perhaps a Gigi.
I mean, Zgigin, I like it, but
I like it.
It's very like not chartreuse.
Is the Ojgigin better?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I mean, that's exactly the same as it was before. MP0.
I mean,
It doesn't need to,
I suspect that like there may be some sort of reduction of G's occasionally, more than occasionally. Anyway, we can find out what's going on at some point.
Yeah.
The other thing that you could do is say that there are. I know that you like the idea that they all speak the same language in the area. If you could probably justify having more variety of forms if you said that the book picks up on different dialectal forms of different words. So like if you find the Kturin, Kturin in one area that has more aggressive sound changes, the Ojgigin could be like from a more conservative dialect or something.
That's fair. There could be some messiness in there. I'm not opposed to that.
Or we just say Ojgigin is like a learned borrowing from the older language, and or something like that.
Yeah, like it just didn't change as much, and
anyway,
brought it back, and yeah.
Oh, we're past time.
Oh,
we are. But we finished the list.
I did not even notice. We did.
Well, we were taunting you with Kturins.
Fair. Oh, what is the opposite of chartreuse? I mean, chartreuse is like a green, so it'd have to be like a red, like either a really, really dull red, or like it could either be like a soft pink or a dull red, like a dark one.
I mean, I don't know. My mental color wheel is not as up to date as it could be, but since chartreuse is very light and sort of pale generally, then it'll be like a bright red, right?
I mean, chartreuse is pretty bright already, I feel like.
It's like slightly muted, isn't it?
I mean, more so than like, it's not like neon green, but like wasabi's fairly bright green.
Oh.
Maybe, like for lighter colors. I don't know. Yeah.
Not that this means anything at all, and it should not have any impact on the direction that we take things in any way. But to me, Ojgigin is a very dark blue.
I could see that, like a dark navy kind of vibe. Yeah, I could see that.
It might just be, now that I think about it, it might just be that I'm influenced by the fact that Zgalli in Adun means dark blue. So it's got some of the same sounds in there.
Maybe. Deep purple, really? Deep purple. I was thinking like, I mean, I guess what I was thinking was a wine color, which is kind of a purpley kind of color.
It's actually the color of the sea.
I was going to say. Classic.
Literally classic capital C.
Quite literally a classical analogy.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Cool. All right. Do we have any other things to bring up? I guess the only one I can think of is that we're doing more rock people on Thursday, or I guess I am with Nikolai.
Miles is back tomorrow, I think. I should check whether the Wi-Fi situation is okay or not there. Yeah.
Okay. And are you here next week? Because I think you had said something about, was that this month or?
Oh, yeah.
I am not here next Monday. I should be back for streaming on Tuesday.
Okay.
Which means I'm going to have to do all the homework myself.
I'm happy to do the homework. You can present it on my behalf.
Oh, okay.
I want to check what the Mayan languages do anyway.
Okay.
Yes, that's a good shout. Yeah.
Because I have a book on Mayan languages that I don't use as much as I should.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I am not appearing on any streams until next Monday.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, so then yeah. I think what book? I don't know what they're talking about. Okay, so we're good then. We're saying goodbye. Only 15 minutes late.
Only 15 minutes late.
Yeah.
Ooh,
All right.
we're gone.
Hold on. There we go. I don't know. There. That's the one I wanted. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for.
Stay chartreuse.
Yeah. Stay
I was about to
chartreuse.
say that.